and perform some of the science activities. And I can see that many of you have already submitted their works. Okay, I ask you to take some pictures and then send it to me. Later, we're going to discuss the result of your science activity, right? But before that, okay, let's have some review of the lessons that we have for the past 2 weeks. So as I call your name, please give your answers to the following questions that I'm going to give. All right? So let's start. Okay. So we are now in the changes that matter undergo, or other term is changes in materials. But before we uh, came here, we all knew that materials are unique, right? There are different properties. They have different uses, and they have their uses. They can be harmful or useful depending on how we follow some precautionary measures in handling these materials. Okay, so let us see. For example, this material. So I know you are handling this one. There are times that you are asked by your parents to slice or to cut some vegetables or fruits, and let's answer questions, some of the questions about these materials right here. So number one, material made of. Anyone, will you please answer that question? Please open your audio or unmute. Aliyah.
It's
Aliyah.
made out of metal.
Okay, correct. Very good. So how about number two? What are some properties? What are some properties? Diana?
Malleability.
Okay, what else? Correct. What else? Because before you actually turned a material, a metal, into a knife, of course, it needs to be like malleable. Okay, what else? Aside from that, will you please answer that one? Number two, Amika? Amika? Aside from malleable or malleability, what other properties can you give? Not only those properties, you can say, you can describe it. For example, sharp, pointed. There are many properties, I mean, description naman that you can give. And another thing is, it is what? It can be durable or hard because it's made of metal. So it's hard, right? So those are the properties of these materials. How about number three? Is it useful or harmful? Abang, is it useful or harmful? Or can be both? Your answer? How about Amer?
Knife is both useful and harmful.
Okay, very good. Both useful and harmful. So definitely it's up to you now how to use that. So what are the safety measures? What are the safety measures that you need to consider when you are handling knives or knife? Please answer. Okay, let's have Miel. Miel, are you there? Or Carl. Let's say Carl. Safety measures. You know that it, according to Amer, can be useful or harmful, both. So since you know that this material is harmful, what are the precautionary measures or safety measures that you're going to consider? Let's say you are tasked by your mom or your dad, anak, ano mo naman, hiwa itong karne or fruit and then serve it. So what are your precautionary measures or safety measures? Anak, pakibalik nga itong kutsilyo dun sa lalagyan. So what are your precautionary measures? What are the safety measures that you're going to consider? Since you knew already that these materials are, or this material is harmful. Dana?
I'm always be careful.
Yes, be careful. Correct in handling it, right? And aside from that, last time I asked you to what? Put that out of reach of your young siblings. Okay? Or do not put it on the top of the cabinet. Okay? It should be like just level, like this level. Okay? Because if you're going to put it on the top of a cabinet, let's say you're going to get one and then accidentally let it slip on your hand, so possibly yun, babagsak sa'yo yung kutsilyo and you'll get hurt. That is why it should be like chest level or this level only. Okay, let's proceed to other materials. So I know these materials, we also use this at home. We call this aerosol. So this one for sprays, these are like for insects, for virus, etc. So these materials are useful, but at the same time harmful, right? Especially if you will not take precautionary measures. So you need to avoid like spraying near your eyes, okay? Can irritate your eyes, or breathing or breathe the particles because it may affect your respiratory system. At the same time, these aerosols can actually destroy the ozone layer. Okay, that's why we need to take precautionary measures in using these materials. Another, so processed food. So what are the reminders when it comes to processed food? Okay, last time, if you still remember, what are the reminders to us? Yes, Hannah?
Always check the labels and the expiration date of the food.
Correct, very good, that's correct. So it's a must that you check the expiration date. Because if we will not take some safety measures like that, we might what? Eat spoiled food. So it might like poison us. Okay. Next, how about other answers aside from that? Aside from checking the expiration date, are you going to eat this every day, all the time? Yes, Abang. Are you going to eat this every day, every time, every meal? So definitely not. Why? What are the materials or ingredients within that processed food that some health practitioners advise us not to eat this always? What are the materials that are harmful coming from this processed food? So give one. Roshana? Bakit? Bakit sinasabi huwag natin kainin araw-araw yan or not every meal? Dapat bihira tayong kumain ng mga processed food. Why? Ano ba yung...
Because of the artificial coloring.
Yes, very good. So there are artificial colorings. So we call this also additives. Kaya ano pa? Sodium. Yung may mga maalat na processed food. Right? It might affect our health. Okay, so those are the things that we need to consider. So for the review. Now, let's proceed to changes in materials. Okay, this is very important because we know already the properties, we know already the uses, whether it is useful or harmful, and we know how to take some precautionary measures. Now, we'll proceed to how materials changes. Okay, so take note, class, that in this world, okay, nothing is constant except change. Okay? So may kasabihan ganun. So sa other book na ginamit ko nung last year, may iko-quote ko lang, class, may saying, the only constant in this world rather is change. Okay? The only constant. Ibig sabihin, everything kasi, class, changes. All materials around you. If you're going to take a look around you, so, and, you know, look at the materials around you, mapapansin nyo lahat siya nagbabago. Right? There are changes. Katulad sa gamit. Yung gamit naging, for example, laptop or anything that you use, clothes. Di ba, bago, maganda pa siya. Yung color, and then yung ano niya, itsura niya. Pag tumatagal, nagiging ano na. Yes, yung damit na kumukupas, na nagbabawasan yung kulay, and then yung gadgets, ano, nangyayari, nagkakaroon ng mga gasgas. Definitely, nagkakaroon ng changes. If you're going to take a look around us, yung mga rock formation, same thing. So makipapansin nyo yung bato, there are times malaki pa siya. And then, all of a sudden, mga ilang months or years, nagka-crack. And then, pag nag-crack, magiging maliliit na bato. Pag naging maliliit na bato, mga ilang taon pa, pwedeng maging soil. Right? So, these are the changes in materials. And many more. Lahat naman nagbabago ng materials around us. Okay, let me check first, class, kung sino yung nag-enter. Okay, wala naman. So that's changes in materials. So lahat ng nakikita nyo sa paligid ninyo, class, what? Undergo changes. Everything. Metals, yung gate nyo nga, kahit sabihin yung bagong gawa, after sometimes, after a year, makikita nyo kinakalawang na. Okay? And kayo nga mismo, class, diba? Yung physical appearance, tumalaki kayo, tumatangkad. And nagkakaroon ng weight. Diba? When we eat much, okay, we gain weight. So these are changes. And ano ulit yung sinabi ko kanina? The only constant in the world or in this world is change. Why? Everything changes. No exception. So ang di lang nagbabago yung change. Nakuha nyo? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng kasabihan. Kasi nga, siya lamang yung kayang mag-undergo ng change. I mean, constant na talagang nangyayari siya. Change, yung change. Right? So, example, take a look at this picture. This is a paper and a crumpled paper. So, can you see the change? It is very evident, right? Nakikita. How about this one? So, from water, so the change is very evident also. We can see that it turned into ice. And after some times, if you're going to use this ice, I mean put in a water, definitely it will melt. So there's also change, right? Okay, how about this one? Yes, so yung flour. If we are going to use this as ingredients in making bread, so definitely we can turn this flour into bread. So that's how we visualize change. Okay, these are just few of the examples. Okay. So what can we see here? When materials is combined with other materials, they undergo change in their properties. Okay, meaning, okay, there are now what? Combinations of different materials around us. So I will going to give an example, another example. So this one, a piece of paper, for example, is a kind of material. So if you're going to apply some, processes like, for example, tearing, it involves other materials. It can be a scissor, or it can be my hand, right? It can be a scissor like this. So you are using now other materials. So you try to cut it. So there's a change already. So how we combine with other materials. Same thing with what you see in the picture. You have a flour and you have a bread. Okay? Combination, combining the materials. What materials? You use what? Fire in baking. So gumamit tayo ng apoy. Hindi naman siya magiging bread kung walang apoy na ginamit. So there's a combination already of materials. So hindi na lang isa class yung material. Hindi lang papel lang. So you are using other materials. So the combination of materials undergo changes. Okay? Again, paper and scissors, so we can cut it. So there's a change. Okay? And this changes class that undergo in a material can be classified into two. So take note of these two classifications. So it can be physical or chemical. Okay? Again, there are two. It can be physical or chemical. So what are the difference between the two? So when we talk about physical, what I'm doing a while ago is physical change. Why? Originally, I have this piece of paper. Okay? So look at the properties. This is soft. This is white. This is, okay, what other properties? Can be folded, or we can fold it. So I'm going to try to cut it again into two. So, as you can see, there's a change already. But my question is, nagbago ba yung substance niya or particles? No, papel pa din. This one remain paper. It means that, ano lang nagbago sa kanya, class? Size and shape. Okay, but the materials, yung composition niya, which is made of paper, remain. Nandito pa rin. Okay, nagbago lang yung size. So, same thing, yung nasa picture, balikan natin to. Yung papel, originally, di ba, class, okay, ano siya, hindi pa nagagamit. And then, nung ginamit mo, nagkamali ka, kernample mo siya. So, that's what? Physical change. Bakit? Hindi naman nagbago yung property. I mean, yung substance niya or particles or the composition. Ano pa rin siya? Papel. Okay? Ano na nagbago sa kanya? Size and shape. But, the substance and particles remain. Papel pa din. Okay? Another example. So, I have here some fruits. So, dapat ito yung activity na isa sa gagawin niyo. But, I think next time nyo gagawin. So, if we're going to peel it, and ang observe natin class yung laman. Yung nasa loob. So, if you're going to cut it, you're going to apply force, of course, using my hand. So, we're going to cut it. Okay. What change? That is physical change. Why physical change? It has what? Changes in size, in shape, but then the composition or the substance or the particles is the same. Saging pa din naman to, class, right? Smaller than this one, pero same substance or particles. Saging pa rin naman. So that is physical change. Right? But we need to take some considerations. Peeling this banana, okay, and then, for example, binalatan mo sa class, hindi mo kinain, iniwan mo lang sa table. After some time, yun yung magiging next activity natin next week. Pero ngayon, i-advance na kayo ng kaunti. After sometimes, mga ilang minutes, 10 minutes or more, iniwan mo siya, nabalatan mo siya, nasa table. Pagbalik mo, ano yung ma-observe mo kaya? So we need to infer now. Mag-ano na kayo, mag-imagine, ano mangyayari sa saging? Pag iniwan ko, tas hindi ko kinain, nabalatan na siya. There's another change, right? Naiisip nyo na ngayon. So please think of what will happen to the banana. Pero alam ko somehow na imagine nyo na yung mangyayari. Okay? Doon sa banana. Kung iiwan nyo siya na binalatan at hindi nyo kinain. Ano kayang magiging klaseng change siya? What kind of change is that? Will be still physical change or magiging chemical change na siya? So, let us see as we go on with this lesson next time or on Monday sa pagpapatuloy class. Nung lesson natin, with the presence of oxygen and what if naglalak naman yung oxygen, kulang sa oxygen. We are talking about yung hangin, yung may composition kasi class yung hangin na oxygen. So, anong nangyayari kapag na-expose yung saging sa oxygen? Okay? So, let's continue. So, if we have physical change, so definitely we have another kind, which is the chemical change. So, opposite siya class ng physical change. Kung sa papel, let's say ito, kinat ko siya into 2 and I cut again into other, pieces. And we can say this is physical change kasi yung properties niya or the composition remain, the substance remain, and the particles. Ang nagbago lang sa kanya, alin class ay alin? Size and shape, but remains deeper. So that is physical change. So paano natin to gagamitin as chemical change? So ginawa nyo yan kanina sa activity. So we will go now to the activity that we have a while ago. So anong set ba yon? That is set number, okay, let me check kung anong set yon. That is set letter E. Okay, you are tasked to get the match and carefully light a piece of recyclable paper and then observe. Okay, so let me go there. Tatanong kayo kung anong nangyari sa activity. So let us see. Sino gustong sumagot? What happened a while ago? Performing set letter E. What happened? Same thing, class. We are using paper. Okay? In this example that I am showing, is still paper. Whatever we do with this paper, pwede natin siyang i-cut, i-crumple. But the change is what? Physical. The composition of the materials remain, only the size and shape. But a while ago, sa set E, ulitin ko lang, may pinagawa ko sa inyo. And what happened? Okay, anyone? Sige, magbukas ng camera para makita ko kung sino yung nagtataas ng kamay. Same hand. Okay, Jester, go.
It became ashes.
Yes, very good. So it became ashes. So is it a different material now? Is it another substance? Hannah? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Yes. So definitely, if when you put some like process or when you do something on the paper and you form another substance, take note of the word, another substance. It means the change now is chemical. Why? The paper became ash. So it is now irreversible. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na kayang ibalik sa pagiging papel yung ash. And that is chemical change. Pero kanina, yung ginawa ko sa papel, kahit na-crumpled ko siya, o ginupit, ibenta ko to sa junk shop, and then, pwede na to ulit magawang papel pag binalik nila to sa mga companies na nagbabalik lang sa pagiging papel. Okay? They can turn it to paper again, na maging maayos ulit siya. But, that's not the point. Ang point lang natin dito, hindi nagbago yung substance niya. Unlike chemical, naging ash. Okay? So that's the difference. So let's have this picture para may meron kayong clearer view ng sinasabi ko. Okay. So this one. So look at the difference. Okay, study first. Look at that first. Okay, so that one in physical first, we have a whole lemon and then we cut it using knife. So that is combination of two materials. We have a lemon and we have a knife. Look, the knife has the property of, it is made of metal. It can be used in cutting. Okay, so nakikita nyo na yung usefulness ng materials, right? And how we combine these materials to test if they undergo what kind of change, physical or chemical. So we use knife and then nag-slice tayo, class, during, so in-slice natin. After, anong nangyari? Nagbago ba yung substance? Definitely not. In-slice lang natin siya but the substance remain. Okay? It means physical change. So ano pa yung pwede natin gawin, class, when we talk about physical change? Hindi lang cutting. Pwede tayo pakisulat nyo sa, pwede tayong mag-bending. Pwede nyo i-bend. For example, a wire, bending, but still physical change. Kasi the same pa rin, wire pa rin naman siya. Dissolving can be. For example, kumuha kayo ng water, nilagyan nyo siya ng sugar, that is dissolving. Freezing, katulad ng example natin kanina. Okay? Yung water, nilagay natin sa freezer, nag-undergo siya ng freezing. Pwede rin siya, class, melting. Pagka nabuo na yung tubig, nilabas natin from the refrigerator and then it undergo melting. Okay? Early in the morning, before you go to school, when we are having the face-to-face, when you attend like classes in school, di ba ang unang activity na ginagawa ng parents is to what? Boil some water. Okay? So boiling also is physical change. And shredding. Yun yung sinishred. Yung parang kinakadkad in Filipino terms. So that is physical. But look at the other picture, class. Yung nasa purple. That is chemical. How? So before, this is a wood log. And then combining to a fire, a log getting burned. So a new substance is formed. So that is now pile of ash. Okay? Clue. Okay, most of the time, pag gumagamit tayo ng fire, hindi ko klase sinasabing all the time. Most of the time. When we use fire, anong nagiging niya, class? Change. Chemical change. Kasi yung fire can change the properties of materials. Okay, pag sinusunog natin yung isang bagay, nabuburn siya, so nagiging ash. Pag nagluluto tayo, class, for example, katulad ng bread kanina, ito, paano siya naging bread? Yung flour na yon, hinalo sa tubig, nilagyan ng ingredients, sugar, butter, etc. And then, sinala siya sa mainit na bagay, sa apoy, so naging bread. Okay? So that's still chemical change. Okay? Kasi nagbago na yung property ng flour, hindi mo na siya maibabalik sa pagiging flour. Okay? That's irreversible. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na kayang ibalik. Okay? So, most of the time, when we do cooking, that is chemical change. Okay? Or using fire. So pag nakikita nyo may fire, possible. This is chemical change. But not all the time. Okay? What if ginamit lang natin ng fire for melting? Okay? Kaya nga, most of the time, but not all the time. For example, we have butter. Kumuha ka ng butter galing ref. Buo siya, malaki. Nilagay mo siya sa pan. Siyempre, class, dahil may fire, matutunaw yun. Diba? But, that is physical change. Pwedeng bumalik siya sa pagiging butter ulit pag nalamigan. Right? Katulad ng kandila. May apoy din naman. Pero, kahit may apoy, kaya niya bumalik sa pagiging wax ulit. Crayon. Yung pangkulay natin. You can melt crayon, but then, pwede siyang mabuo ulit. Okay? Depende sa kung ano class na activity yung ginagawa. Okay? Ano lang yung magiging clue natin? So, ano lang sir magiging clue namin? Okay, pag physical, Ang nagbabago sa kanya size only and shape. Pag chemical, nagkakaroon na siya ng ano? New substance or another substance. Bakit nagbago na yung composition niya? Okay? Yung pagiging papel, hindi na siya papel, naging ash na siya. So that is changes in composition. Did you get it? So that is physical versus chemical change. Now, why we are discussing this one? Kung mapapansin nyo class, this topic is already mentioned or discussed when you were in grade 4. But then class, I'm still discussing this one to make it clear that there are two processes when we talk about changes, that is physical and chemical. Because as we go on with our discussion, may i-discuss kasi tayo class na changes in materials if there is an oxygen. Anong mangyayari sa materials if there is oxygen? At ano naman mangyayari kapag kulang sa oxygen? Okay? Yung pang susunod na week, pang 5th week, ano naman ang mangyayari sa materials when we apply heat? Although ngayon pala nagkaroon na kayo ng idea kung anong mangyayari when we apply heat. Okay? But, huwag natin kakalimutan yung pinaka-basic that kahit anumang i-apply mong bagay, it can be lack or presence of oxygen or application with heat, dapat malinaw pa rin sa atin na may nangyayaring physical and chemical change. That two processes in materials. Okay? And that is, yun yung pinaka-nilalaman ng lesson na to class, which is changes in materials. Okay? So now let's go to your activity a while ago. So yung pinagawa ko. So give me your observation. This activity is about observing chemical changes. Yan. Dun sa materials. So sino yung nakagawa dun sa number 1? Sa taas nga ng kamay. Sino yung nakapag-perform ng set A? Sino nakapag-perform? Si Hannah, si Her, si Ann. Nakapag-perform sila nung set A. Her, si Ann, what is your observation?
My observation is the sugar got burned and the smell changed.
Yes. Is there a formation of a new substance, Hersian?
Yes,
Yes. So is it physical or chemical?
chemical.
Yes. So remember class when you cook like banana cue, di ba ano kayo ng sugar, nagpuput kayo, right? And then nagka-caramelize, what do you call it? Caramelize. That's it. So nagka-caramelize yung sugar. So pag nag-melt yung sugar, nagiging caramel. So hindi na pwedeng ibalik sa pagiging sugar. Okay? That's irreversible. So that is chemical change. So yun yung ginawa nyo sa set A. Naglagay kayo ng sugar sa test tube, or sabi ko nga anywhere naman, pwedeng sa pan, kung ano yung present na material, pwedeng anything na basta mag-ingat lang kako. And nakita ko naman yung pictures, you were able to do it. And that is an evidence of chemical change. Kasi hindi mo na kayang ibalik. Next, set letter B. Sino nakagawa ng set B? Set B? Sino nakagawa ng set B? Si Her, si Ann din. Who else? Who else? Sino pa nakagawa? Wala na? What happened? What is your observation, Her, si Ann, sa set letter B? Go.
Bubbles were formed in the vinegar.
Okay, correct. How about set letter C? Combination of vinegar and baking soda. Am I correct? Yes. Baking soda and vinegar. Sabi ko mag-take precautionary measures kasi may nangyayari, di ba, when we combine the vinegar and the baking soda. And what did you observe? Anika?
When I put the baking soda on the vinegar, it bubbled.
Yes. There's like formation of bubbles. Okay? And that is irreversible. Okay? That is, class, what term? At i-hashtag niyo to class, itatype ko dito sa ano. So, Sa chemical change class, mahalaga to, yung hashtag chemical. Ayan, tingnan nyo na. Ayan. For chemical change, this is very important. Chemical reaction. Okay? So, paano may papakita yung chemical reaction? We did that. So, sa paligid natin, class, ano yung other chemical reaction na makikita natin? Yung nails. Okay? Yung nails, metal yun, di ba, class? Bakit siya nagiging makalawang? Kasi na-expose siya sa water na may oxygen. Sige nga, Kia, bakit sa tingin mo kinakalawang yung nail? Go, Kia. Yeah, unmute, Kia. Bakit sa tingin mo, some nails or metals become like rusty? Okay, yung gate na lang natin, yung gate sa bahay. Sige, explain ko muna ha. So, chemical reaction, paano nangyayari? Example natin yung mga metals na nasa gate. Bago lang yun bakit ngayon kinakalawang na agad? Sabi nyo gano'n. So, para naman maiwasang kalawangin, pinipinturahan natin. Pero paano siya nagkaroon ng kalawang? Nauulanan, class. Yung tubig, meron siyang ingredients or particles or substance, oxygen. Tapos yung hangin, meron din namang oxygen. So, na-expose doon, nagkaroon ng chemical reaction. So, nag-form siya ng rust. So, that is chemical change. Kaya naging rusty. Okay, that's irreversible. So, yung kanina, yung activity ninyo, nagkaroon na siya ng chemical reaction. Okay, next, set letter D. You're going to pour the vinegar in a beaker until it is 1/4 full. Add 10 drops of liquid milk to the vinegar. So, combination of milk and vinegar, what happened? Santara.
When I put 10 drops of liquid milk in the beaker that has vinegar, after 5 minutes, milk separates.
Yes. The separation of milk, sa Tagalog, class, we call that nakukurta. Yung parang nagkakaroon siya ng smaller lumps na naghiwa-hiwalay. So, yun yung na-observe niya, right? Naghiwa-hiwalay yung particles. Okay? Naging, siya, sour na yung milk. Okay? Definitely may spoiled na siya. Yeah. So, you cannot drink that. Okay? So, that is the changes that happen where combination of vinegar and milk. Still, that is chemical change. There's a chemical reaction there. Okay? And last, yung set letter E, yun na yung ginawa niyong pinakahuli, yung get a match and carefully light a piece of recyclable paper and then observe. So, na-mention na ni Jester kung anong nangyari dun sa kanyang papel na ginamit. So, when he lit it with fire, so it got burned, and then he observed, according to Jester, that there's a formation of ash. So, that is a new substance. So, that is chemical change. Okay? So, that's it. We are done explaining the two processes involving when two materials combine. So, take note, there are combination of materials. So, ginawa nyo, may combination ng materials. Hindi mangyayari yung change kung walang combination. Okay? Katulad nyo, paano kayo lumalaki? We need combination. We need to eat food. We need to take some rest. We need to exercise, and that is combinations. Okay? Hindi naman nakatayo ka lang na ganyan, tapos bigla lang nag-change. No. Even metals, kahit ilagay mo siya dyan, meron pa rin yung combination class. Alin yon na na-expose siya sa oxygen. Kahit hindi natin nakikita yung hangin, may oxygen. Na-expose yung metal, kaya nagiging rusty. So may combination pa din. So combining the two materials, creating what? Two processes which are the physical and chemical change. So again, ilalagay ko sa chat box for physical change. Ito na lang para mas mabilis. Okay, changes in size and shape. Pakiano nyo class, take note of that. For physical change, changes in shape, not in composition. Okay, no new substance is formed. Ayan. So take a look. Physical change, size and shape, not in composition. And no, take note, no new substance is formed. Okay? For chemical change, ano yung observable class for chemical change? Nag-change yung color. Okay. Siyempre yung size and shape, nag-change na yun. Changes in, pero ang pinaka-observable sa chemical, yung changes in color. And then, new substance is formed. Yun yung pagkakaiba. Physical, no new substance is formed. Chemical, new substance is formed. Okay? So take note of that. Next, another comparison. Okay. For physical, we can say reversible. Okay. All right. Hindi mag-send. Okay, that's it. So reversible. So, nakapay na class. Physical, that is reversible. So, from the word reverse, ba, pag sinabi kong, paano nagre-reverse? Halimbawa, ito, kumintang in, sa sayaw. Pag sinabi ng teacher, i-reverse, babalik ta rin ko lang. So, ibig sabihin, kayang ibalik. Okay? So, that is reversible for physical. Pero for chemical, siyempre, lalagyan lang natin yung class ng ano. Okay, IR para maging ano siya, opposite ng reversible. For chemical, irreversible. Ibig sabihin, pag nagawa mo na yung ganito, hindi mo na kayang ibalik. Okay? Doon na lang tayo sa ash. Kaya pa bang maging papel ng ash? No. Yung wood na naging ash, kaya pang maging papel? Na maging wood? No. Yung sugar na naging caramel, hindi na rin siya babalik sa the same or original state niya. Yung bread na binake, nag-bake ka ng bread, kayang ibalik sa pagiging flour. Pag iwahawalay ulit yung ingredients, yung margarine, yung sugar, hindi na. Irreversible na siya, class. Hindi na kayang ibalik. Okay? Ano pa? Fireworks. Pag New Year, malapit na mag-New Year. Possible, gagamit ng fireworks. Gumamit din ng fire from the word fireworks, sinindihan. Kaya pang ibalik? No. That is irreversible. Pag inilawan mo na yung fireworks, sumabog ng ganon, it's irreversible. Okay? Pero ano yung mga reversible, yung kayang ibalik? Ito na yung mga minention ko ulit. Kanina, balikan natin. Papel na crumpled. Crumpled paper. Okay? Another later class, I'm going to show you a video na may to summarize what I have discussed. May papanood ako sa inyong video na mas maintindihan nyo yung sinasabi ko. Ibig sabihin, additional info, we will watch a video from YouTube na maunawaan nyo class yung ano. And then, sige. Any question before we watch the video? Kaya nyo na class i-describe pag tinanong ko kayo? So when I ask you, will you please describe? Ito lang yung sasabihin ninyo. Physical change, there is what? Changes in size and shape, but not in composition. No new substance is formed. And this is reversible. So pwede na yun pag tinanong ko kayo pag physical change. Pag chemical change, paano naman sasagutin? Okay, chemical change, there is a change in color, there's a new substance that is formed, and this is irreversible. Okay? So, ganun lang. So, let me see kung mamaya, bago tayo mag-end, makasasagot yung ganun. Okay? Magtatanong ako, physical change. And you'll give an example mamaya sa activity natin. Okay? Sa gagawin niyo after the class. So this time we'll watch this video. Ayan. Can be returned. Pwede maibalik. Okay, so that's it. I hope it made our discussion clearer, and it adds may tumunog. Eh, okay, it adds to your knowledge about that. So this time, class, before I ask the question that I will ask you to recite a while ago, will you please give now, okay, as part of our activity, example of physical change that you can observe? Can be around the kitchen or anywhere. Okay, how are you going to give the answers? By typing it through the chat box. So I'll give you 3 minutes to do it. Ready, go. Physical change. Santara said melting of ice. Much better if not yet mentioned. Cutting meat, or say like the example given by Amer. Not yet mentioned. Cutting of meat. Grating cheese, correct. Water cycle, yes. As far as I remember, this is your lesson when you were in grade 4. So all the processes involved in the water cycle is physical change. But, ayan, as we go on, malalaman nyo na possible na hindi maging. May possibility. Burning of cloth. Oh, abang nasa burning ka na. Burning of cloth is chemical. Kasi hindi mo na maibabalik yung cloth pag sinunog mo. Cutting of wood, okay, cut wood, grinding pepper. Okay, Mia, correct. Cut wood, correct. Cutting wood. Okay, glass, or kapag nabasag yung glass, brittle glass, breaking of glass. Making ice cream. Bending of metals, correct. Cutting paper, yung spelling ng paper mo, Anika. Making ice cream. Sewing fabric, correct. Hot shower water turning to steam, correct. Burning of wood, correct. Freezing something, correct. Cutting papers, okay. Rotting fruits, no. Rotting fruit is already chemical. Yung mga nabubulok na mga veggies or fruits, those are chemical. Dissolving salt water, yes, kasi pwede pa siyang bumalik sa pagiging salt when we if we want to do it. Dissolving salt in water, correct. Some more. Bending a ruler, correct. Pounding of meat, correct. Or pounding of rocks. Pag pinapunch, ginaganan. Pounding of rice. So yung mga pounding, shredding, dissolving, melting can be bending, freezing, cutting. So pwede nyo gamitin yung class lahat. Okay, this time let's proceed to example of chemical change. So in count of 1 to 5, you will write it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Yes, burning of sulfur. Roshena, correct. Rusting of metal, rusting of fruits, cooking egg, correct. Baking something, anything, baking cookies, baking cake, whatsoever, kung anong gusto nyo i-bake. Burning sugar, burning wood, cooking an egg, correct. Food digestion, yes, it was mentioned. So pag nasa tiyan na natin, that is chemical. Hindi na maibabalik. Yung photosynthesis class, yung food making of plants, that is chemical. Kukuha siya ng carbon dioxide plus water pag nag-combine, that is the food process for plants. Yes. Fireworks, correct, that's chemical. Some more. Burning of black wood, cooking an egg, formation of bread, or making bread, burning something, evaporation of water, melting chocolate, rotting of plant, correct. Melting of sugar, iron rust. Okay, that's it. So I think everyone gave already the examples, each one of you. Now let's summarize. Who can give or describe or explain? So that's the word. Who can explain the difference between physical and chemical change? Yes, okay. I will call at least 3. So let's start with Santara.
Physical change changes size, shape, not in composition. No new substance is formed, and chemical change changes in color, and new substance is formed.
Yes, very good. Other answers? That's correct. Oh, that's correct. Next, Anika.
Physical change is if you example, if you cut a paper, you can still see that is a paper. But if you that chemical change, if you burn it, you will not. It is not a paper again.
Yes, that's already ash. Correct. Okay, so I think, ayan, let's have another. Let's have Mia. Go, Mia.
Physical change is reversible, but
Mhm.
chemical change is irreversible.
Correct. So from the root word, there is reverse. You cannot reverse. Okay? May pwede, yung physical kayang i-reverse, bumalik. Yung chemical change, irreversible. Hindi kayang i-reverse. Okay? That's it. So I think we're done with our lesson about changes and chemical. Na, abangan nyo class, yung susunod which is, ang i-observe natin, what if there is presence of oxygen? What will happen to the material? What if there's like lacking or lack in oxygen? Wala namang oxygen. So parang ganito yun, class. Paano kung na-expose sa oxygen at paano kapag kulang naman sa oxygen, anong pwedeng mangyari sa material? Yun yung magiging next lesson natin. At anong klase siyang change? Is it physical or chemical? Pag naghula or na-expose sa oxygen. Right? And sa susunod na week pa after that, 5th week, we will do more of application of heat. Okay? Gagawa kayo sa bahay ng activity, certain activity during that time na gagamit kayo ng apoy. Like, for example, i-combine natin siya sa lesson sa English, giving directions or procedure. Pwedeng, while cooking a pancake, pwede nyo siyang gawing video tutorial ng pagluluto. So, at the same time, naipakita nyo na yung class yung changes when it comes to application of heat. Pwede naman kung hindi kaya sa pancake, cooking an egg. Okay? Ano yung procedure. Kayo mismo yung gagawa sa video. That is for 5th week. Sinasabi ko na para ma-prepare na. Para may idea na kayo kung ano yung gagawin nyo sa application of heat. For example, marunong ka namang mag-bake. O so pwede mong gawin yun. Gagawa ka ng parang video tutorial na, okay, this is how we bake a cake. So first, we need to prepare all the materials. And then mix ganyan, flour, mix the sugar, butter, and so on and so on, so forth. And then, isa lang sa oven for how many minutes, and then there we have it. We have now cake. So this is chemical change due to application of heat. These are the changes due to application of heat. So kung gusto niyo simpler, so we just cook an egg or make a pancake. Okay, basta mag-a-apply kayo ng heat. Huwag naman yung susunog huwag susunog lang po ako sir ng wood or magagatong na lang po ako ng wood. Pwede naman, kaya lang somehow yung audience niyo pag ginawa niyo siya ng parang video is may matututunan naman sila. Okay, pag pinost niyo na may somehow may sinusundang procedure. So most probably cooking yun ang pinakamagandang gawin. Okay, that's for 5th week. Matagal-tagal pa naman. 5th week pa naman. So, next week, muna tayo? Due to lack of oxygen and presence of oxygen. So, isa to class sa magiging ano nyo, parang question for the next lesson. Why do you think there is like a phenomenon or may nangyayari minsan sa mga oceans na yung mga isda namamatay, nagkakaroon ng fish kill, tapos lumulutang sila sa shoreline or napupunta sila sa shoreline, patay na lahat? Ano kang main reason for that? You may ask question for that. Okay? Sa mga pwede nyong matanong. So, yun yung ano natin next time. Bakit kaya namamatay yung isda? Nagkakaroon ng fish kill. Anong nangyari? Bakit they weren't able to survive there sa water? Okay? Bakit napupollute yung water? So, it's something to do with oxygen. Something to do with the lesson. Okay, next time, alam ko gusto nyo na mag-recite. Nakikita ko si Bella, si Jester, si Amar raising their hands. I want to share the answers with them next time. So after this, you'll answer some exercises, class. Sa Google Classroom ko ilalagay. Kasi kanina hindi naman kayo nag-classroom, kaya doon ako ipopost. Okay, any question? None so far? Clear? Yes, Amar? None? Wala nang tanong? Sure? Sige, let me see later kung ano. Plus, ipapakita ko lang yung sagot nyo kanina, ha? Di ba sabi ko dapat ano? Hindi na. 4 or 5. So, mayroon pa rin nakakuha ng 2, ng 3, dun sa context clues. Wait, ipapakita ko. Ayan, share natin class. Saka tingnan nyo baka may hindi pa kayo nakakapagsagot dito. Okay, can you see that? Okay na pala lahat. Nakasagot na lahat. Meron na tayong 27 responses. Ayan, no? Nakikita nyo. There are already 24 responses. So, laki-laki natin. Ayun. So, tingnan natin. Ayan yung 27. Nandiyan na ba kayo? Aragel. Ayun na si Aragel. Kanina wala pa siya dyan eh. Okay na pala, class. Complete na pala. Ayun, at hindi pa. So, let us see the individual scores. So, dito si Angelica, 2 lang. Aliyah, 5. Ayun yung score. Ito yung points. Baka nakita niyo naman yun kanina eh. Eco 3 for si ano. Ayun. Kompleto naman na. Akala ko kasi kulang pa. Hindi ko na ipa-flash. Okay. So, may naka 5 naman pala. Who got 5? Si ano yata? Si Aliyah. Sino pa? Si Kia. Yan. Nakita ko si Kia nakakuha ng 5. Very good. So, that's it, class. Wait for the exercises na ilalagay ko sa classroom. You'll do that hanggang... Sige, ang June naman kahit hanggang mamayang hapon na. Pwede naman. Sige. That's it for today. See you next time. And... Ano ba? Okay, see you next time for the next science lesson, which is about changes in material due to presence and lack of oxygen.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir? May task po ba or wala?
Meron. Sa Google Classroom ko ilalagay. Okay, see you class. Bye. Okay, see you next
Bye
time.
po. Thank you po.
Bye po,
Tomorrow
sir.
Bye po.
Bye po, sir.
Bye.
Bye po. Thank you po.
Bye po.
Bye. Thank you po.
Thank you po.